Good morning. Can you hear me, Utkarsh? Utkarsh, can you hear me? Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
I hope you all are able to hear me.
Yes, ma'am.
Why have you joined so late?
Ma'am, it was showing the host as another meeting in progress.
I don't know why. Okay, children. So, by the way, kids, yesterday I gave you an assignment. I gave you to do something in homework. Have you done that? Yes, kids. Can you please tell me? Have you done that? What you have been assigned to do?
No, ma'am. I didn't attend the last class.
Well, you didn't attend the last class eventually, that's fine. What about the others, those who have joined yesterday's class but still have not done it? Tell me, what about the ones? I gave you an homework to record a video of yours on the topic of social media, boon or bane, but none of you, not even a single person, has sent me that. What do I understand by this? Why is it so? Tell me quickly. Speak up, children. Why? Utkarsh, you were there in the class yesterday. Okay, Abhishek.
Mama, I was.
Lakshmi was in the class. Ahmad, you're already in the meeting. Ahmad, are you here? Daksh, what is, guys? Daksh is not able to join with the audio today. What is happening? Daksh, are you able to join?
Ma'am, I am joined now.
So you have sent
Yes,
a message
ma'am.
in the group that you were not able to join?
Ma'am, before that.
Okay, fine. Okay, children. So like I was
Ma'am, I
saying,
cannot see the screen.
you cannot see the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a minute. Now, can you see the screen? Can you see it now? Can you see the screen now? Daksh?
No, ma'am.
Daksh, then the rest of the kids are able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
And there is some network issue. Then I hope everybody has joined now. Now nobody is facing.
Now I can see.
Okay, fine. Good then. So children, like I was telling you, right? I gave you homework yesterday, Daksh. You were there in the class yesterday, right?
Ma'am, which one?
I gave you to speak, like record, to speak on the topic social media boon or bane for a minute, record a video on that and send it to me. Remember? Remember, Daksh? Abhishek was there in the class yesterday. Abhishek, do you remember? Speak up, children. This is not the way. You should be sitting like. Speak up. Yes or no?
Yes,
Did I
ma'am.
give you this homework or not?
Yes, ma'am.
And what were you supposed to do? Weren't you supposed to record your videos and send it? Not a single person has done that, which is quite amazing. I was like, what? Not a single person has done it. This is very disappointing, children. And I request you not to repeat the same. I'm giving you one more day. By today's evening, I want everybody's work.
Ma'am, what was it?
Divyanshi, you have to record a video of yours on the topic social media boon or bane. Okay. And then send it to me. Like you can send in the group itself. You basically have to, or you can also speak on the growing role of social media in our society. That also you can speak on.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. So children, I think today
Good morning, ma'am.
good morning, Hamad. I think today we have to begin from media and money, right, children?
Ma'am, what we are reading?
Hamad, we have started with the 7th chapter of civics, understanding media.
Okay, ma'am. Can you wait a second, ma'am?
Yes, children, tell me quickly. Right, we have to begin from media and money, right? Utkarsh and Daksh, what happened, Bacho? Were you present in the class yesterday? Do you remember anything or not?
Yes, ma'am.
We have to begin from here only, no?
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
this, we have to begin from role of media and democracy. Kids, you have no clue what have we done yesterday. Just look at yourself. You have no idea what has been done in the class yesterday. You're totally, completely blank. Wow. No connectivity in the class. You do not know what was going in the class, what has to be done in the class, what was done in the class. Nothing. No idea. Very bad. Fine, let's begin from here only because a lot of them were absent as well. And children, please listen to me very clearly. The ones who were absent yesterday. Although I have informed your friends, I am telling you as well, and you should pass on the word to other friends of yours, that I will not give you the marks of notebook and attendance in the final term if you will not join my class or send me the work. Be very particular about it. Only the ones who are joining the classes regularly and the ones who are sending me their work. Only these children are going to get the marks. Otherwise, you'll not get the marks. Is it clear? Am I clear to you, people?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Good. Okay. So we have to begin with media and money. Now, children, as we know that technology that mass media uses, okay, the technology which is used by mass media keeps on changing continuously, right? It keeps on changing continuously as more advanced machines are developed. As we know that day by day, more and more machines are coming up. Advancement is coming up in technology, and with this advancement in technology, even if we talk about the cost is also increasing, right? If we talk about mobile phones or computers or laptops, they're not the same they were 3 to 4 years ago, right? They have evolved a lot, right, children? Hamad,
Yes,
can you
ma'am.
please pay attention
Yes,
to
ma'am.
class? And I request people to keep your videos on. It will be better, right? So yes, Now, to keep abreast of their competitors, media houses and companies have to deploy the latest technologies, which requires great deal of money. What's the meaning of being abreast of their competitors? Who will tell me the meaning of being abreast?
Ma'am, can you speak the word again? Ma'am, can you speak the word again?
The word is abreast. I have underlined it as well. Abreast means ahead. Okay, abreast means
Ahead.
ahead, right? So, yes. Now, to keep abreast of their competitors, they have to deploy latest technology. And as we all know, that latest technology requires a lot of money. It's always expensive, right? So deploy means to, what is the meaning of deploy?
Ma'am, to invest or ma'am to
Put
make.
into use, right? Or to employ, to invest, that also can be done. Right?
Ma'am,
So,
I can't see your screen.
Hanji,
It's
what?
blank.
What?
Ma'am, I can't see your screen.
Better leave and join again. What can I do? I don't know what. There's some issue with Zoom now. Maybe that's why it's all happening. The others are able to see the screen.
Ma'am,
Other children, are you able to see the screen?
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, clearly.
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, to me it's coming clear.
Ma'am, can you please share it again?
I am doing that only. I hope that now you'll be able to see maybe. Can you see it now? Dakshan Hamad.
No, ma'am.
no, ma'am.
There
Ma'am,
is-
it's written that you have
No, ma'am.
shared screen.
There
Ma'am,
is.
now I can see.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We can see now.
Okay, fine. So, like I was telling you, right? Deploy means to put into use. They have to use the latest technology, because if they'll not use the latest technology, then obviously their competitors will get ahead of them and they'll lag behind. So, moreover, in bringing news
Even-
to a favorite program to your news or favorite program to your home, many people from different fields are involved, right? In order to bring news or even in order to show your favorite programs to you, they have to know employ people from different fields. There are not only actors, right? Not only the actors and the people whom we see on the screen are working in that one thing. N number of people, from spot boy to cinematographer, producer, director, writer, screenwriter, and designer, costume designer, that makeup artist, all of them are employed in that team of those people whom we see on the screen, right? Of the people whose show do we see, the people whose news we watch. So a lot of people are employed, right? A lot of people are involved, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So several artists, no, this is like any other profession which people have to be paid for the services rendered. Like for example, in the very indigenous or like highly dignified professions like teaching, doctors, engineers, like the way they get paid for their work, similarly the people who work in mass media as writers, directors, this, that, even they get paid for their work, right? And therefore, mass media requires a lot of money to run its operation. But since mass media involves so many people, so even mass media, they need a lot of money to run the daily operations. We find that the number of TV channels and newspapers are part of big business houses because of the high costs involved, right? They have become a part of big business houses because they involve a great, lot of money. We find that number of television channels and newspapers are because of this. The most popular method to earn money by mass media for running its operations is what, children? How can the mass media people earn money very easily? Tell me. How can they earn money?
Ma'am, in the form of ads, advertisements.
Exactly, with the help
Yes,
of
ma'am.
advertisements,
Ma'am,
right?
advertisement.
Exactly, with the help of advertisement. Advertisements help them to earn money like anything, right? You know
Yes,
that
ma'am.
for even the brands, every brand.
Ma'am, they means get the money for that. Ma'am, ma'am, how many advertisements are you?
What?
I am saying the TV shows earns money by ma'am, advertisement. That how that they are.
How? I did not understand what you're trying to say. Daksh, it's not clear. I'm not able to understand your concept. Say it again. Yes, Daksh, please say it again.
Means they get the money that how much advertisement are they showing.
Yeah, they get money for showing the advertisements, right? That is correct. So these are paid messages that promote a product or service. Their purpose is to influence the people to buy those products or services. Like these advertisements just make sure that the products get influenced. They also want to use the same product, right? So every time you watch a program on television, there are several advertisements that are shown during intervals,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Not only on TV, even if you are watching a video on YouTube, right, kids? Then
Yes,
also they show
ma'am.
a lot of
Ma'am,
education.
nowadays, ma'am, Zomato are more.
Hanji, what?
Ma'am, nowadays, if we are watching a video on YouTube, so Zomato ad is coming in every.
Not only Zomato ad, a lot of ads are coming, right? Lots of ads comes.
No, ma'am,
Okay,
Zomato ad is more now.
okay. So in return, like when they show their advertisements on their channels, okay, then what happens is that like the companies who are getting advertisements done, they pay revenue to the channels. They pay something to the channels, and the radio also earns money through its advertisements. Radio bhi aise paise kamata hai. You might have seen when you are traveling by a car, listening to a radio. Then while we are listening to songs,
Yes, ma'am.
there also in between the songs they play some
Ma'am,
advertisements.
advertisements.
Why is it so? Because even they earn money like that, right? Got it?
Ma'am, next chapter is on based on advertisement only.
I know. Is it clear? Clear, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, it's very easy.
I told you the chapter is very easy. Right. Then they are giving you an activity like just the national newspapers are owned and controlled by different private companies and not by the government. Right. And the opinions and stories that are often different from one another. Choose one major news event reported in a newspaper in recent times. Cut out articles on it from a section of national newspapers. Okay. Now, what differences do you see in the same event is reported in different newspapers? Just try to find this out. Try, like you might have seen that different newspapers represent or no give the report of one news only in different manners. Have you ever noticed it? Tell me, have you ever noticed it? No. Yes or no?
Ma'am, the voice is not coming clear.
I'm
Yes,
asking,
ma'am.
have you ever noticed that one same news is broadcasted or is given very differently in different newspapers?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It happens,
ma'am.
right? If you
Ma'am, in
ask
TV also, and every
in
news
TV
channel, their
also,
same
yeah,
news is.
every news channel shows their own version only of that incident, right? So just try to
Yes,
read,
ma'am.
take up any news and try to find this out. Okay?
Okay,
Yes.
ma'am.
Fine, fine. So now they're saying that the media plays a very important role in the democracy. Media is a very important no, instrument of democracy. Do you know what is democracy, children? What is democracy? What is this, children? You're in class 7. You have been studying civics and you don't know the meaning of democracy? Nobody knows.
Ma'am, India is a democratic country.
What is the meaning of democratic? What is
Ma'am, free.
Hanji?
Free from dictatorship.
Same
Yes, ma'am.
as dictatorship. Huh? Daksh? Is it what you said? Say it again, Daksh. Daksh, say it again. Is it what you said? Daksh? Children,
Ma'am,
reply to
freedom.
me when I'm asking you something. Am I audible or not?
Ma'am, your voice is coming like ma'am cracking. Ma'am, I'll rejoin again.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
When I ask you the meaning of democracy, are you not able to tell me that? Say yes or no, I know or not. There can be two things. Either you can know the answer.
Ma'am,
Yes. Children, write this down right now in your book. This is very important. You must know what is democracy. In Dutch, it is nowhere similar to dictatorship. It is completely opposite of dictatorship.
I have said free from dictatorship.
You said
Free from dictatorship.
free. Okay. Democracy is a kind of government which is
Ma'am, these key terms will come in exam.
yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Democracy is that form of government which is for the people, of the people, and by the people. Understood? Got it, children? It's a form of government
Ma'am.
which is for the people, of the people, and
Ma'am,
by the people. Okay.
And dictatorship is fully
Yes.
opposite.
I know. Dictatorship is complete opposite of it, right? And you need to understand, बच्चे, this is very important. अगर आप SST, आप civics पढ़ रहे हैं तो आपको तो पता होना चाहिए democracy क्या होती है. After all, our country is a democracy, right? Isn't it? Are we living in a democracy?
Yes, ma'am.
So when we say that we're living in a democracy, then we must know the meaning of it. Democracy is that government in which there is the rule of people, the rule of citizens, right?
And ma'am, dictatorship in the rule of the leader.
Yeah, in dictatorship is the rule of any third person, right? Which is not you,
Like not South Korea is a dictator.
like North Korea. Okay. North Korea, however, is not a dictatorship, it's a monarchy, right? They have the king there. Hitler, Germany
Yes,
was
ma'am.
when
Ma'am,
Hitler,
yes, ma'am.
when Hitler was ruling Germany, then Germany was a dictatorship because Hitler was not a king or anything. He was just a military personnel, but then he became the leader. Right? He became the leader and he started ruling it. And then he was known as dictator. Okay?
yes, ma'am.
Understood? And this
Ma'am, USA is also democratic
Yes,
country.
ma'am.
yes, in this definition of democracy was given by Abraham Lincoln. Now let's see what role does media play in a democracy. What do you think, children? In our country, is the media independent or is it under the government's control?
ma'am,
Ma'am, independent.
independent.
Yes, the
Ma'am,
Ma'am, they are
independent.
independent. They're
independent.
Ma'am,
independent.
independent.
Hanji?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, the government and
What more? The media is
What?
independent, right?
Ma'am, the government works the way we want them to
The
work.
government works the way we want it to work, right? So the media
Yes, ma'am,
has,
because it is consented by people.
because,
And consent by people.
right.
Like we have the powers to choose the.
Hmm. Yes, right. So it has the capacity to create an informed opinion. Media creates an opinion. It helps us to create an opinion with the information which it provides. When we have to know, when we have to decide whether the government is working accordingly or not, we judge them on the basis of the news which we see in the media, that okay, this policy has come up, now the government is doing this, the government hasn't done this, like that. It enlightens and empowers the people. Enlighten means providing information to somebody so that they can understand better, right? And empowering means giving them power or authority. So the media in our country enlightens and empowers the citizens of the country. Access to information is essential for the health of democracy, right? If you want democracy to work properly, then you need to access information about the working of the government. Because if the government is not being transparent to you, it means there is some fault with the government, right? Somewhere there it means that the government is not working to its best extent, right?
Yes, ma'am.
If the government is not working nicely, that will be the only thing. That's why the government is trying to, we can say what the government is trying to hide things, right? Otherwise, the government, if the government is right, then the government will not hide anything. The government will show us everything clearly.
Ma'am, but when election comes to, ma'am, government works more. Otherwise, ma'am, it is only the that.
That's the thing, the government works more and more dedicatedly during the elections because they know, like, if
Yes,
they'll
ma'am.
not work during that time,
Ma'am, they brainwash the people.
hmm?
They
What?
brainwash the people.
Not brainwash as such, but yeah, they try to show that no, no, we are working, we are working. You people do not study the entire year. You just start studying before your exams, right? Teachers keep on telling you, beta, study all time, every day. You should study every day. You should start learning from now. But then you don't do it. You start studying only when the exams come.
Ma'am, I learn from behind. Ma'am, before or no, ma'am, I don't study before the exam. Ma'am, I prepare or the ma'am, I always is keep myself, ma'am, prepare for the exam, and then also I didn't get good marks.
You need to keep trying. Then only you'll get good marks. When you're studying, you should study with all good, all focus, right?
Hard work is the key to success.
Hard work is the key to success. So how does this lead to success? Firstly, it ensures that citizens make responsible, informed choices that are then acting out of ignorance or misinformation, right? ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए बस लोग कुछ भी people had no knowledge when they went to vote and they just gave out vote to anyone. No, they want people to know that this leader is doing this leader is doing this is the policy of this leader, this is the policy of this leader. So if they provide us information, they guide us that now you decide, we have given information about all of them. Now you decide which one do you want to vote for. Okay. Got it? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Divyanshi?
Yes, ma'am.
Utkarsh, today we are being very quiet in the class. Why is it so, Utkarsh?
Ma'am, every leader is same.
Athar, Utkarsh, they are not responding only.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Every leader is same. That in when election comes, so every leader works more.
What? What, Daksh?
I'm, I'm saying every leader is same.
Every
Leader is same.
leader is same. Why are you speaking so slow? Please speak a bit louder. Okay. Right. So next is the information serves as a check by ensuring that elected representatives uphold their oaths of office and carry out the wishes of those who elect them, right? So they provide us a secure, like a quality check that whether this person who promised us to do so many things have actually fulfilled those promises or not, right? They tells us that as well, that whether the oaths, the promises which the
Yes, ma'am.
minister has taken before
Yes,
becoming
ma'am.
during the elections, has he fulfilled them or not, right? So it is providing this information that the media plays an important role. ठीक है, ऐसी information provide करने में media एक बहुत important role play करती है. Based on this information, the citizens can learn about the functioning of the government and can voice their opinions against the government through the media, right? Through media only they tell that no, we're not happy with the government, this is wrong, that is wrong. For example, right now you
Yes,
saw
ma'am.
about the farmers' protest. Have you seen them?
Yes, ma'am.
What was they about?
To bring the farmer laws.
To bring the farm laws.
Just bring the new farmer laws.
Yeah. The farmers were not happy with the farm laws introduced in the parliament. So they
Yes,
came
ma'am. That
across,
old one.
yeah, they protested. They were like, no, these are not the ones we want to implement. And you know that every few days ago, just because elections are coming up, or maybe they actually wanted to do this, they have actually taken back those farm laws, right, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Right?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Aman.
It is there. That side more. I think.
Ma'am, there is a law that the farmers will sell their goods to the government on their own prices, and then government will sell their goods on their own prices.
At their own price, right? So the farmers were not at all happy with it. They protested. They protested so much. The entire, not only the entire nation, but the entire world has seen it. The way,
Ma'am, previous year when the independence day was there, that
I couldn't get what I was saying. So although he just took, like, you see that that's the power of voicing your opinion. When all the farmers came together, they protested. The farmers were actually taken back, right? That's what democracy is. If people are not happy with a certain law, they can get it changed. Can we do the same in dictatorship and monarchy?
No, ma'am.
No, we cannot do that.
ma'am.
No, right? So based on this information, citizens can learn about the function of the government and can voice their opinions against the government through media. The media can further promote democracy by educating voters. The media educates voters. They tell them that what is the importance of your vote, learn to value your vote and everything, right? Now, they educate the voters, they protect their human rights, promote tolerance among various social groups, and ensure that governments are transparent and accountable. What do you mean by transparent government? How can a government be
Ma'am, mean by what?
transparent?
Ma'am, what you said, ma'am, can you please repeat?
I'm asking, how can a government be transparent? What do you mean by transparent government?
Ma'am, I have no idea about it.
Yes, Samran.
Ma'am, the government which is chosen for a small period of time.
Transparent government means the government must be transparent. The government must tell the citizens about each and everything they are doing, right? Which we are launching this policy, we are launching that policy, this is being done for you people, that's being done for you people. They have to tell their people, the citizens of the country, about each and everything they're doing for them. Secondly, they need to be accountable as well. Accountable means they need to be responsible of the actions they are taking, right? Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, right. Next is Divyanshi, read the next paragraph.
Ma'am, so based on in this information,
Therefore, it becomes
Okay, ma'am. Therefore, it becomes necessary that the media provides a balanced report. By a balanced report, we mean that when a story is covered by the media, it should discuss all points on a particular story and should leave it up to the readers to form their own opinions. The media can present a balanced report only when the media channel is independent. It should not be under the control and influence of anybody in the coverage of its news. In most democracies, laws have been enacted to give ample freedom to the journalists and ordinary citizens to access information on government policies.
Thank you so much, Divyangshi. Right, she's absolutely correct. It becomes very necessary that the media provides a balanced report. What is the meaning of balanced report, children?
Ma'am, in Hindi it is
Ma'am, a report that contains all the information that happened.
yes, ma'am.
And it must not be biased. Balanced report means it must have all the information, and it should not be supporting any particular group or part. No, the media is supposed to be equal. Like the media is supposed to treat everyone equally. The media cannot favor a particular person. No, it's not like that. They
Yes,
have
ma'am. Like in farmer, this we have seen that the media
what?
farmer protest. We have seen that the news are covering by media, so it is
Okay, fine. So then they should give a balance report. And the balance report mean that its story is covered by the media. It should contain all the points of that particular story and should leave it up to the citizens to form their opinion. Right? They cannot tell you that this is wrong, only this is right. No, they can give you information. Then it depends upon you to decide if that is right or wrong. Right? Now, by the
yes,
balance
ma'am.
report, we mean this, and it should discuss all points of the particular story and should leave it up to the readers to make their opinions. Now, the media can form their own opinions as well, but only when the media.
Bye, ma'am.
What is wrong with you, Daksh? Speak up, Daksh.
Yes, ma'am.
What did you say? Tell me, Daksh. What are you saying?
Ma'am, he left.
Heights it is today. Right? So, the media present a balanced report only when the media channel is independent. They can be able to provide a balanced report if they're independent, but if they are under the influence of somebody, then they obviously will be biased to that person, right?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
in most of democracies, laws have been enacted. Like it should not be under the control and influence of anybody in the media coverage of its news. If they're providing a news, it must be unbiased and right. Okay, so in the most democracies, laws have been enacted to give ample freedom to the journalists and ordinary citizens to access information on government policies. So the coming laws have brought up this law that the media and the people of the India have basically the right to know a lot of about any public thing they want to know, right? Anything done by the public servants. Now, usually the same way news event is covered differently in various newspapers, it is possible that each newspaper presents their own version of the story. Okay, each newspaper presents a different angle from the same story, right? So this would
Yes, ma'am.
right now this would mean that media is independent and can cover a news event in any way that it feels appropriate, right? But in reality, media is not completely independent. It should be like that, but it is not like that in reality, right? The two reasons can be attributed to this. The first reason is that one is the control that the government has in the media, and the second is the influence of the people who own the media, right? If the government has any say in the control of the media, then obviously media will not be independent, it will not be unbiased. And if the people who own these media houses are close friends of any political party leaders and this and that, then also they'll not be, they'll not provide you the true picture, right? So,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
mhm. So what happens with this is called censorship. Like the government on part of its prevent a news item